Welcome everyone, this is Evelyn. This is a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read today, but for the whole week, for December 10th through December 17th, 2020, a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings out to you guys. I was just getting, every time I do that, I send healing to the world. And I bring light in with Sophia. And usually it's white light, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's green or purple. And today, the bright white light came over the earth, but today from below, the indigo light came up to meet the white, which then joined in union in the violet flame. So it was a very beautiful clearing right there. So something else I just got before the read was I went to meditate my little girl, which I didn't get into because right away as soon as I went in, they were showing me my daughter because she's 24, and 24 is the end of karma on a community level. For me, they're showing me 81 as the end of karma on a universal level, but 24 is more of, you know, that lower level scale. It's the last letter, it's omega. And they've showed me over and over that 24 is an end of karma energy. So my daughter's 24, and they were showing me her age because her birthday is Pi Day. It's 3/14. She's Pisces because that's right before the spring solstice. Or is that not the solstice? I forget which one's which. But anyway, the 21st of March is her birthday is right before that. It's literally the week before that. So it's showing us the end of karma now. We're feeling the dregs of the end of Pisces, right? Because we're going into Aquarius December 21st with all the planetary conjunctions. But we still have to go through the winter, right? Because the winter is the time to kill off all the old so that we can go into the spring. So they're showing me my daughter's birthday, 3/14, which leads into 3/21, is very significant for us going into the new. So this is for the Divine Masculine. Oh, I also noticed yesterday, I have Yahoo on my iPad, that all of a sudden you have to sign in to use Yahoo. That was very interesting yesterday. So I cut and dealt this read at 5:05 late yesterday for December 10th through the 17th, so today through 17th, 2020, at 5:13, which is the Hierophant and the Death card, 13, the transition. I was getting X of chalices, of heart and emotions, and X can represent an X of someone. It also can represent the female chromosome. The X of the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And then we also had at 3:14 or 5:14 is, and 14 being the Temperance card, the higher love, the angelic realms, Alice's, quote unquote, came up. Alice's, so that name may be significant for someone out there. I finished clarifying at 5:29, which is the Hierophant and the Three of Wands, being very present in the moment, along with the 5 of expansion, whether it's expanding in growth with conflict, perhaps battling, or whether it's the pursuit of happiness, the impossible dream, the game playing, right? Sports even. The energy of that, but being very present in the moment at the same time. And there were no majors, no trump cards in the, or major arcana in the main part of the read. This is a 7-deck read. The SIRIAN Starseed deck is the main deck for the read. This is the main read, the SIRIAN Starseed deck, okay? And then here is the complete read that you see in front of you with all the clarifiers. There's 7 decks here. We have the Mini Rider Waite, the Romance Angels, the Numerology deck. the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Gilded Tarot, and the Universal Golden Tarot. So there's a lot of energy on the table, so if something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. It affects the Divine Masculine as well as the Divine Masculine within the Divine Feminine. We had no major arcana in the main deck here. So with the mini deck, I always use all of the cards. So of course, we're always going to get that energy. For me, that's giving me the whole. Okay, so that like completes all of the energies and pulls them all together, even though the main deck, the SIRIAN STARSEED deck, gives us that more limited read as far as card numbers. This is not the Celtic cross. It's an abbreviated form of that. I don't use the cross symbol. I'm using the circle of energy in the way I place my cards. And this I've been doing the whole time. I was guided to do it that way. So even though there were no majors in the main part of the read or before the read, because I always pull cards on either end, after the read, the Tower did come up, but that was the only one. We had 6 wands, a lot of fire energy here, 2 cups, 2 pentacles, and 1 sword. So a lot of wand energy. To have 6 of one suit or one element is very rare for my reads. So it's a lot of action, passion, movement, physical activities. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords in the read. And before the read, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So 2 Knights and 2 Kings. We also had the 9 of Cups before the read and the 9 of Wands after the read. They can also be people at times. The code line and the numbers. There were no numerology cards on the code line today, but we had double 2s, double 6s, and double 10s. 22 is the Fool, 66 is the Queen of Pentacles, and 1010 is that very high vibrational trill, 101010, that very high pitched trill, expressing that very high vibration. We also had, as far as the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door. 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, 46 of the Six of Cups, the Children of the Garden, 710, which is 0 behind 71, the Three of Pentacles. So source energy supporting the co-creation energy of the Three of Pentacles. And then we also have 26 of the Page of Wands, 45 of the Five of Cups, 56 of the Two of Swords, and 79 of the Pot of Gold at the end of the rainbow. The code line, even though it didn't have a numerology card, was all about the number 29 again. So the read was finished at 529, and then 29 came up again separately from 6, 13, and 10. 6 being the Lovers, 13 the Transition, and 10 being Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. So the code line, we had the challenge card is the Three of Cups for the Divine Masculine, and the block they need to work on has to do with the Three of Pentacles, right? The work, and I'm sure a lot of the Divine Masculines are workaholics. They work all the time. So the after-death show of power, and the after-death energy has been coming up in the code line almost every day lately. The after-death show of power of the 6, the Lovers, the Sophia 9, the Divine Feminine Collective Consciousness, the madman, right, or the brilliant genius, perhaps, the flash of light, aces coming together in reunion with the 10 of Pentacles branch of the family. The reputation comes up again here with the show of power. Again, the 9, the collective consciousness of the Divine Feminine, and the Lover's madness, the being a fool or seen this way as foolish or silly or insane. The 4 of the Emperor, but also the structure, being full, whole, and complete. In a flash of light or lightning, ace reunion of the 10 of Pentacles branch, or perhaps a liver test. Perhaps to use, and then I was getting 6-fold as opposed to 10-fold. To use 6-fold, or to use, to give, to throw, to organize. The 6 of the Lovers, which is also love, family, and community, and the Fools in a flash of light, in a transition through the portal of heart and emotions to the 10 of Crystals, or the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community, that dream family, right? It's the last card of the deck. The dream family of destiny, of wealth, and perhaps a liver test, a spit test, a cell split, and or, which represents family expansion. An after-death show of power of quote-unquote foolish lovers, and that could be a perception of others, in a flash, acing reunion and the dream family. That final step. So in the Seven of Cups in the Syrian Starseed deck, it's literally a stairway to heaven. So this is like referencing that final step into heaven, which is the 5D. So we start here with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is upright here. Okay, this bottom card with the clarifiers on top, the mini deck, and then the 5 cards below were Five of Swords upright, Knight of Swords upright, Two of Swords reversed, the Knight of Cups reversed, and the Nine of Cups upright. So the twin flames, the Two of Wands in this deck is very much the twin flames. It's literally two flames. The twin flames after the war, the Knight of Swords giving clarity or info to the Knight of Cups reversed to make them happy, but they're obviously not happy. They could be jealous or being moody or feeling rejected. Okay, but the twin flame after the war, the Knight of Swords giving clarity or information to the Knight of Cups reversed to make them happy. In a growth spurt, where the frog grows to be the prince of the knight in shining armor, clearly jealous of the Nine of Cups, of self-satisfaction, how to be happy with self, being alone, choosing the path of the twin flames. Dumping a load as the Knight of Swords rushes in after knocking the Page of Swords reversed out of their way. You know, this can be two kids playing too, where the older kid knocks the younger one over to rush to the parent to tell on them. That kind of stuff was coming up here. Or dumping a load, a burden, responsibility, or confessing to the Knight of Swords upright and the Page of Swords reversed, perhaps the Knight of Swords with news that may be far-fetched, and the Page of Swords reversed, perhaps denying it all, or mouthing off, or speechless. The Three of Pentacles is coming together at work to compete or perhaps fight, perhaps in the pursuit of happiness, but depressing. They're perhaps fighting depression or losing hope, or the Knight of Swords telling on the Page of Swords reversed, and the Page of Swords reversed may be depressed. So you may be telling them that they're depressed. Perhaps not pulling their fair share at work or school as well, or a workplace confession of someone fighting depression. The weak Empress in a downturn, and right as I wrote that, something popped up on my iPad. You know how they post remembrances sometimes? One of those came up around Atlanta and Savannah, so Georgia was coming up right here at 6 p.m. last night. So weak Empress in downturn, and I don't know if that references someone political in Georgia. That could be as well. Implementing a plan with patient or to be patient with a prisoner, hostage, or your own fears and anxieties. Being fully exposed. Kids high energy, or somebody may be afraid to go on vacation. Maybe they're afraid to travel or go other places, or just this is a new fear because of the COVID stuff. Or one child with lots of anxieties while the other child has no fear at all, right? And then you worry about them too because they might get themselves hurt. Being patient and off the beaten path, taking one step at a time. Dipping their toe in the water, trying things a little bit at a time. So whatever the Divine Masculine's not used to, this could be you as the Divine Masculine trying new things. You don't have to commit to anything ever fully before trying it out a little bit, you know, dipping your toe into the water. The Knight of Wands reverse player falls short, runs out of energy, or holding back their true desires. Perhaps things aren't going in your favor right now, or things are slow, or you're feeling weak, or a pet who's terrified of birds, or the dog is terrified of the cat, or a really mean teacher who preys on kids' weaknesses, or calling one an airhead, or quaking in their boots when the teacher's unable to control the bad, mean kids. So this could be someone with a lot of anxieties. Or Libra reversed and Leo reversed, strategizing a plan of action for bullying at school. So here's the bullying wound coming up. Religious factors comes up here, and beneath that was let your friends help. And religious factors can be any differences, not just religion. The Knight of Swords is pulling hair, or perhaps an odontist at the hair salon, shirtless, and maskless, or a personal stylist to cheer up the depressed one, or Aquarius reversed, clearly no longer refusing advances, no more sleazy or casual sex. The Knight of Cups reversed is jealous or too shy to express their desires, their true desires of love. Feeling rejected by number one choice, so settles for casual or sleazy sex partner, or a peeper no longer peeping, or getting over a foot fetish, or sick of feet, or living with slobs or bad smells, or giving up porn and no longer willing to settle for the one who can't hurt you. Leadership comes up, and beneath that was, what was below leadership? Oh, it was change, which is number 5, that expansion energy. Present to a ship that has sailed, or Viking exports, and the Queen of Cups reversed, blinded by the light of lover's bliss, with the King of Swords reversed, being strong with the Page of Pentacles reversed, or father and kids, 3 very different people. The Queen of Cups reversed, knowing about the lovers and keeping it to themselves, the King of Swords reversed, lying to himself about Guinevere, and the Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, money or opportunity, or perhaps just help with their homework. Perhaps a pet with stitches and being strong. But the King of Swords reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed are not knowing what to do with them at 624, which is the lovers, and the 24 is the Queen of Wands. Now I just referenced 24 as the end of karma as well, and 24 would be written 24/6. So this is that energy coming up right here. So when with this King of Swords reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed, not knowing what to do with them, it looks like Leo lover may have left with no instructions for the King of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles, all reversed. And that can be a father and 2 kids, or a mother and father and child, but more likely they're all different. It's either like a father and 2 kids, or 3 people who are just very different from each other. All right, so at 624 with Leo upright and Gemini upright, or Leo or a pet ran away from or ran away with their new lover, or someone who doesn't like affection, which Aquarius just came up, and Aquarius is a very detached sign. The Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, money, or opportunity, perhaps choosing a new path, exposing all, or to be happy, or kid-like, or with Leo, or on vacation, implementing a plan of rejection or feeling rejected, or to take more of a leadership role here with 81, which then is the universal end of karma, and change beneath it, number 5, or trying to work together, the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups reversed, both reversed, to help each other with their different issues. One perhaps needs help with homework, which the other one can do, and then the other one may need help in the love department. Maybe they're more shy than the younger one, and the younger one can help them with that. Or the Page of Pentacles twin is exposing a plan of action to the Knight of Cups reversed to lead the way and end the karmic cycle. Juggling, performing, the Fool or freedom on one side, and the Queen of Wands reversed, which can be an angry woman, on the other, coming clean or cleaning up or getting over shame by dumping a load or confessing and being very present. The recent past is the King of Pentacles upright. Separate it with new information or clarity about suffering and silence, or nightmares of war and jealousy, exiles, destitution, homelessness, injury, illness, and lack, dark mother issues, and walking away in divorce, or a break from a religion or an establishment, or a break away from the pack, leader of the pack, or a spiritual group, exiled or quit to be the sealed divine feminine and fool, but together out in the cold. Taurus reversed times 2, so 2 different Tauruses here, both reversed. Pisces upright, Aries upright here. Or leaving behind the world of pain. Perhaps you work with pain every day and you've decided to change that energy. The foundation here is the 6 of Wands upright. The good news, success, attention, leading the way, juggling, performing, keeping your balls up in the air, and rising above. Awakening with secret out, or awakening to a secret that's out, or to one without any intuition, even though you've tried to wake them up. Or Pisces reversed, emotional or sad, or can't keep a secret, and coming clean or getting clean. And the central energy at the heart of the matter here is the Ace of Wands upright, big passion ignited, with the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, perhaps with an ill mother or difficult mother, or dealing with those in lack at work. The Ten of Pentacles receiving the Ace of Wands upright from the King of Pentacles, who's eyeing the Queen of Swords reversed, who may be overworking or not working out, needing to swallow pride with the King of Wands upright. So there's two kings with the Queen of Swords between them. Or the Queen of Swords reversed is Aquarius energy between the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, both upright. Or she may be feeling intimidated by them because they're around her on either side, or caught in a lie at work. That could be as well. And the King of Pentacles reporting that lie to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, to avoid a disaster, or in the aftermath of sudden events, an explosion, an eruption, or an epiphany, or about what actually has been happening. And the challenge being the Three of Cups upright, with Hermit reversed, driving an issue, losing their mind, or coming out about ascension, a move, or travel plans. Or Virgo reversed, Cancer upright, coming together to ignite a passion, that third flame. Perhaps an offer was made to Taurus reversed, or a payoff to divorce or get out of a contract, or a bribe to tell all, or paying for child support, or vacation with kids. Or Leo upright and Taurus reversed, dumping, overwhelmed, or feeling dumped, or purging it out. Angelic lovers and devilish lovers combine forces to move ahead and offer help. Or Gemini upright and Capricorn upright, or innocent divine feminine is seen as taken hostage by the devil or temptation. Of Gabriel and the devil, as they wave to each other and move forward together, they join forces to support others, purging or overwhelmed. The evil Empress manipulator, or Taurus reversed and Gemini or Virgo reversed, and Libra reversed, or in the downturn that's not in their favor, the Knight of Cups reversed may be jealous, rejected, or in disconnect or at a distance with the King of Cups reversed Scorpio, or his death or end. Or the Knight of Cups reversed jealous or clinging to the King of Cups reversed, with the Page of Cups upright, his favorite in reunion. So this could be a jealous child, right? So if you have the King of Cups and then the Knight and Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is the baby, they're getting, the attention, and the Knight of Cups may be upset about that. So his favorite in reunion with the King of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups upright, with Justice, divorce, or Libra, and the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, letting go of their Scroogey ways. So they could be perhaps now offering some help financially. So now in the present moment is the King of Swords reversed and the evil Empress reversed, not a good pair to be in their energy right now, grounding and integrating an offer to hostage to end the pain and suffering, to surrender post-war, the impatience, the loss of temper, with the Page of Pentacles reversed after the wounded warrior was abandoned to fight alone, right? Left alone to do the fight. And the King of Swords reversed may be bailing someone out or vice versa after letting them rot in prison. So this also could be pissed about, a parent with a kid or a kid with the parent, finally so sick of them getting in trouble that they just let them stay in jail for a bit. That could be. And then they're finally coming to get them out. They just wanted to teach them a lesson. Hung out to dry or hanging in limbo, every inch of them inspected along with their caterpillar friend. The Queen of Swords reversed with the big love at work and the Page of Cups upright at night, or Cancer's message of love with the Magician reversed, insecure and manipulative, Gemini reversed or Virgo reversed or Scorpio reversed, and a big love at work with Seal Divine Feminine or Pisces and Libra or Judge without a peaceful place to be or go. Present to the Page of Cups upright, which can be that loving kid or a loving message, an inability of that Page of Cups to be able to find words, right? Because it's very an immature emotional energy. If they're a very young person, like a baby, they can't speak how they feel. And that's the energy that's coming up here. And the Hermit reverse, inability to think right? Because they may be going out of their mind, right? When people are in fear, they can't think right. And driving or in a bold move to close the distance gap with the King of Swords reversed, letting go to repair with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles in reunion with Libra, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, perhaps letting go a bit now to help pay for some bills. And that could be for bail out of jail as well. Soon here is the Ten of Wands reversed, dumping a load, a burden, responsibilities, or confession on the journey to twin to choose a new path, and perhaps feeling bad or guilty, or sad. The Hermit reverse is coming out with good news. All exposed and sovereign may have fallen into or pushed another into a cleanup of the Queen of Pentacles reversed. That could be someone who's made a mess and they have to do the cleanup, or threw things at them. Oh, I experienced that one with my mother's Alzheimer's. She definitely was throwing things at one point. Or Sovereign's light has a domino effect here on Aries reversed and Scorpio reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, who may be seeing the synchronicities and the angels at 7:09, which is the Chariot and the Hermit, Gabriel or a higher love, and Patience at 7:10 p.m. 7 the Chariot, 10 the Wheel of Fortune, a turn for the better, destiny. Hanging out for new perspective with synchronicities and options. And manipulate insecurities and manipulations perhaps, and sharing their insecurities with the sovereign, or bowling for angels. Two leaders meet, one with the sun at their back and the other with an entourage of misfit toys of guilt, aloneness, lack of faith, resistance, ungroundedness, superficialness, and now seeing that dreams can come true and angels are real. The Divine Masculine is seeing himself as the Four of Wands reversed, without a home perhaps, or feeling unstable, or moving or visiting, or just the party that's over. The Page of Wands inspired by a bullying movie, which actually there was one on the other night, or an experience at school or work. Soulmates, twins, besties, loving each other, having each other's backs, partners, or buddy system at school. Sharing, being charitable, settling out in energetic exchange, some with payment and some with energetic exchange. Love, money, and energy, it's all the same. Make an effort, give your relationship a chance. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate, and worth waiting for, and reconciliation. Around the Divine Masculine, or how he is seen, is the Seven of Wands, defenseless to the energies and drama and attacks, perhaps without an excuse or no need to defend themselves. No peace, hanging in limbo, with the Queen of Wands reversed coming together with the King of Swords reversed. A group, friends, or reunion between the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords, both reversed, and neither looking very friendly about it. There's no peace, and the King of Swords is hanging out alone. The block here for the Divine Masculine is the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, that dream family, the path lined with gold. Synchronicities, heaven in their eyes, to a higher love and patience, loosening their purse strings. The Grim Reaper losing their grim, and the Wounded Warrior on their last leg, defending their view to a friend or lap dancer, and dead tired. So even more so for the Divine Masculine here is forgiveness, karmic completion. So again, this completion of the cycle and karma was coming up, and health are the most important things. Forgiveness, karmic completion, and health. The Six of Cups upright, the inner children, the outer kids, everyone loving each other, and the King of Swords reversed and the Wounded Warrior, the King of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups, Justice or Libra, and Ten of Pentacles, letting go to fix, repair, and amend or mend. So this is it's showing lots of different ups and downs, people coming together to make amends with each other. Six of Cups upright, happy with self, even if the King of Cups reversed is not. Putting selves in others' shoes to understand, to empathize, to show compassion for each other. Letting go to repair, the Page of Pentacles with an invitation for the Emperor, who may be in disconnect or at a distance. Closing the generation gap after sudden event of explosion, eruption, or an epiphany, in a painful ending, and climbing the stairway to heaven through the wounded warrior, right, the victim mentality, and offering a new life, the stone-breaking bush, moving, visiting, ending a party with the whole truth for a happy ending. Everyone lived happily, and everyone lived happily ever after. Angels lifting the rock of Gibraltar, altar, Atlas, and Hercules, the divine triangle and strait, the Strait of Gibraltar, the musical triangle and stick to hit it with, the vibration and the resonance, the altar of Morocco and the Garden of Eden, where olives grow in the desert, miraculous and eaten, moving mountains with a sword, Excalibur in hand, the sword in the stone, the fire in the bush, the mountain and the molehill, and the parting of the seas, dividing emotions, cell-splitting energy when wanting to expand upon one's self. So at 7:35 is the journey and the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, and Spirit's connecting with me very intensely right there. The twin flame journey to union of heart and no need to defend oneself. The King of Pentacles ignited by flames and challenged by the group and the reunion with confession to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community. And the King of Swords reversed, infused with in love within, fused with in love within, avoiding disaster, extreme pain, by the stairway to heaven, to see the wounded warrior, JC, in rebirth of crystalline energy, the heart, the core, and heaven on earth, happy ending, the twin flames, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles reversed, on a journey to start a fire under the King of Swords reversed to get him going. The challenge being coming together, or a group, friends, and joy. The Four of Wands reversed is the party's over, the confession, the defenselessness without an excuse, and the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community with fond memories, or the Montegues and the Capulets coming together but avoiding the death scene, and instead he climbs the steps on his last leg to offer a new life of heaven on earth. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. And this just the energy coming through is so high. That's why I'm starting to tear up. The 7:43 is the end of the read right here, which is the Chariot and the Three of Cups that coming together in joy in the Chariot of Ascension. And actually 43:7 is my son's soul number. Okay, I want to read that last paragraph one more time for you. It's very significant. The twin flame journey to union of heart, and no need to defend oneself. The King of Pentacles ignited by flames and challenged by the group and reunion with confession to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community. And the King of Swords reversed, fused in love within, avoiding disaster and extreme pain by the stairway to heaven, to see the wounded warrior, JC, or Jesus Christ, the wounded warrior, in rebirth of the crystalline energy, the heart, the core, and heaven on earth, happy ending, as the twin flames, King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles reversed, on a journey to start a fire under the King of Swords reversed, and challenged by coming together, or challenged by a group, friends, or joy, and the Four of Wands reversed, where the party's over, the confession, the defenselessness without an excuse, the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, and or community, with fond memories of the Montegues and the Capulets coming together, but avoiding the death scene of Romeo and Juliet, and instead he climbs the step on his last leg to offer a new life of heaven on earth. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. And that was the end of the read. And I actually played piano for a little bit right after that. And I watched Chef last night. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's an amazing movie. It's a lot of fun, and it's very lighthearted. And it's about an amazing relationship between a father and their son. So you might want to check that out. And Chef made me also that something's being cooked up for you. It was just 34.43 too. It says the 34 is the Eight of Wands, and 43 is the Three of Cups that I just told you is also my son's soul number. So the Eight of Wands is the arrows of love and that energy of exchange back and forth in an even way, in a fast-paced way. And then the 43 of the Three of Cups coming together, which is also joy. So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know and what do we need to learn for this read? What is the takeaway from this read? Let's go ahead and clear all blockages to positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding and galactic cords across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, what is our takeaway from this read today? Hostilities. All right, so you may be feeling these hostilities of anger coming up. I was actually painting for 4 hours today, and it was very hard for me. I haven't painted in a long time, and I'm not getting any younger, and it was tough. I felt a bit paralyzed for an hour or two after I finished. So there's some frustrations and anger coming up with the 26 of the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is upright in the read, so they may be in a more positive energy. But yet still, the Page of Wands is, in essence, an immature energy of passions and desires, right? They don't know how to express it properly. So when they get frustrated over simple things, they may express it as anger. So that might be coming up for your children. And there's 43 again, the Three of Cups, coming together in joy with the man holding the coin, okay? And again, there was that energy of the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords as well. So let's see what this third card is that's coming up. Is the contract, the Six of the Lovers. Okay, and this can even represent the Divine Masculine and his inner child here that's coming up. And here is the Blind Justice of the Lovers, the contract, the Declaration of Independence. And there's Taurus energy here in the Page of Wands. And the 43 is just a beautiful card, right? There's nothing but open fields and beautiful magenta flowers back there. And you notice the coin has a square opening in the middle. You know that you'd have to use the square tool as opposed to a regular screwdriver, you know, whether it's a star or a flathead. Using that square tool. And we just brought up the square tool, now I can't remember what it's called, where there's loops on each corner, that symbol. And I have to look at my book again to see what the name of that is again. It's very hard for me to retain things these days. All right, there's one more card of anxiety coming up, and that definitely came up in the deck for someone. So there may be someone around the Divine Masculine who's having anxiety issues, or it's actually him. Okay, so maybe anger coming up as well as anxieties, and the anxiety might have to do with the 3D contracts. You know, whether this is a 5D contract or your life contract with someone, or is this a 3D contract which only causes anxieties? And here is the 18 of the moon, the false light. As we come upon on the 14th, I think, is the solar eclipse. And right, because in the solar eclipse, the moon goes in front of the sun. It blocks the sun's light. It's like the false light wanting to get all the attention, but it can't because the sun just overpowers everything in the end, right? And there's in the end, blossoming abundance. There's no worry about that. It can't eclipse all this happiness, right? Even the hostilities and frustrations, it's just the collective energies coming up to clear. All right, the contracts that may be completed now, people may be going their separate ways, right? Happiness, no longer wanting to hang out with unhappiness or anger. Contract complete. Perhaps dealing with anxiety, or maybe this is someone dealing with this. Unhappy boys, right? Contracts that are no fun to deal with. Anxiety of girls, and no longer wanting to be in this business perhaps. And blossoming abundance of the three of the Empress and Gaia, as Gaia shifts, as the planets collide on the 21st of this month. Door to personal healing and happiness with the Rainbow Bridge landing in heaven, 5D on earth, which is what the read was just about. The 34 is that energetic exchange between the masculine and the feminine, grounding the rainbow into heaven on earth, and the purification that has happened already. Opening the windows and letting the outdoors of Gaia be not only outside but inside as well, right? Because you have outdoors on both sides. To open the windows wide. And then we have the man holding a heart too. So there may be still some grieving that as the masculine comes forward. And this could be the masculine dealing with God, right? Or this could be a father or boss or a grandfather. But it's so much like God saying to him, what, did I not give you everything you wished for? 43 is the Knight of Swords. And again, this is the grieving card, the need to let go of the loss, the pain, the regret, the guilt, the shame, the past. And here him facing himself in the mirror or connecting with God himself. But look what's on the other side of it. On the other side of God is the divine feminine, the 44. The 44 and the 45. She is the grounding and integrating, mastering of love. And he is the need to release the past, guilt and shame. And then the bottom of the deck here is the community, which we were just talking a lot about. That Ten of Pentacles very much can be the twin flame community, the spiritual community, the Ascension, Starseed community of the 7 now, the Chariot of Ascension, the community of Ascension. And here's the 40 of the Page of Cups, right? Our young children who already have their third eyes wide open to help us with the Metatron energy here. The Page of Cups, the innocent ones, they are your guides, okay, for the spiritual community. Follow the young ones, follow your children. They'll lead you in the right direction. All right, now we have Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Take another deep breath. There's definitely some collective stress going on out there. All right, let's see what Scooby-Doo has to say for you guys. The 7 of Cups is the Stairway to Heaven, which is that final energy. And this is someone, you know, being proud of themselves, but also stretching their chest muscles by pulling their arms back and down to really stretch out those muscles, especially if you're sitting a lot. Make sure you stretch out these muscles. What I've been doing lately too is when I go under a doorway from one room to the other, I grab the molding on the top of the door to stretch my arms back as well overhead. So really stretch out your arms front and back and be proud of yourself. I was just getting, you did it. Then we have the 10 of Cups reversed. No longer playing games, right? The party's over. It looks like the Capulets is over. The 10 of Pentacles is upright in this read. The 10 of Cups is reversed. So the Montegues is upright, the Capulets are reversed. And here's the 3 of Pentacles, the co-creation, but it's reversed. This is the issues at work for a lot of people. But it's like doing handstands, like going the extra mile. So this is like what this is game night with the 3 of Pentacles, or just success at work, right? Yes, like that competition at work. This is letting go of the competition, the edge, and instead, you know, going that extra mile and doing a handstand instead to really stretch out your arms and legs. So there's a lot of stretching coming up here. So stretch out your body. You need to release all those pent up energies. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is that perfect offer of a beautiful life of perfect contentment. being authentic. This for me in Scooby deck is authenticity, being your true authentic self. And even if you're obsessed with your feet, the Eight of Swords is coming up here. So don't imprison yourself with how your feet look or being obsessed with your feet. Don't allow it to make you anxious, no matter what your like or love is. Just allow yourself to be you. And here it comes up again in the underlying energy, the Ace of Clubs, which is that new passion and being authentic. And again, that was the main card in the read. The center card is the Ace of Flame, that third energy. All right, so now we got to go to the Journey of Love for a quick card. What is some advice for everybody to take away tonight to give them some peace? And let's see what that card is. Take another deep breath. Oops, half the deck just fell down. All right, well, there's 5 cards. I'm not going to pull all of them. And then there's, let's see, they want me to count cards again today, so hold on. Is somebody counting cards at the casino? There may be somebody doing that, because I never say that. Not that way, or I don't get that energy. The bottom of the deck is the light field. 63 is that 9 of Swords, suffering and silence. This is the underlying energy, the light field. See how tortured it is right now? There's a lot of, turbulence in the energy waves. It was the Earth Angel, right? Very colorful with messages, and now there's a lot of turbulence in the field, all right, that may be the cause of your suffering. So the cards that came out for you, and then I have to count some. We have Knowing Without Knowing. 41 is that Ace of Cups, self-love, spiritual love, new love, and this is a very 2D kind of energy. It's very flat. Of Mustard and Gray. It's not quite gray. It's got a little something in it. I'm getting like the tortured energy. And also I see like a woman here standing with her arms stretched up to really release that pent up, stuck energy. Do stretches, especially with the arms they're showing, but any kind of stretches are going to be good to help you. The Lovers of 57, the 3 of Swords, the 3-way situation, the separation from self, the Knowing Without Knowing, the Love and the Lovers, even when in separation, knowing without knowing. The Heartfire of the One, the Magician embodiment, the Rose, the Sun, and this, I'm getting the same swirls as in the Lovers here. And then the Ancient Ones of the 52, the Queen of Swords, being of the light, receiving the light and then sharing it. And look at all the Ancient Ones here. I think there's 4 of them here. I mean, I think there's a whole line of spirits back here that line up, but there's 4 that can be seen here. Like witnessing the receiving of the burst of light to the Divine Feminine. She is the receiver. And then she passes it on to the masculine. The self-initiation of the 12, the wisdom of being wise and seeing things from another perspective. Allowing it the energy to circle back and around. Sometimes it goes back again and then around again. This is to get the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the boomerang, to get the energy to propel things forward. That's why we go through retrogrades and energy goes in loops. It's like the momentum is the word I was looking for, to create the momentum to go forward again. Okay, there's a lot of different energies here. Okay, the very 2D energy, and then the Lovers becoming pure, purifying, and then the heat of the Rose and the Sun, the Heartfire, and then the Ancient Ones send the flash of light, and then the self-initiation, which this is actually the back of the cards. Okay. Self-initiation. allowing it come back to self with the and hang out. All right, let's see how far I get with what I read, but let me count the cards I was given to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, which is the King of Wands. And this is the bottom of it. Drop into your heart, which is the Page of Pentacles, 68. Drop into your heart with the King of Wands, the Man of Passion, and we have the Ace of Wands in the middle here for the Divine Masculine. And then we have 5 cards here, which would make 28, the Twin Flames. Okay, 5 plus 23, right, is the 28. The Man of Passion and the Twin Flame. And also the Rosalind or the Rose line was coming up the other day in my read. And here again is the rose of the lovers, right? The lineage of Jesus and Mary Magdalene coming through to receive the flash of light witnessed by the ancient ones into self-initiation, which is the whole of this deck because that's the back of the card. So let's see, we're going to read 41. Knowing without knowing. Sometimes the heart knows in a way that the concrete mind and memory cannot. We feel something we can't quite express. Perhaps others are quick to dismiss it as meaningless, whimsy, or irrationality, yet that feeling beyond the mind's capacity to fully perceive is the ancient truth of your great self reaching through time and space to connect with you. Like a phone line extending from a more ancient place in the world, you can hear it crackle perhaps, not the clearest reception, yet you can also sense the love traveling along that telephone line. I was just getting the song, Hello, you know, you hear the na 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 na. I can't think of the tune exactly, where the phone's ringing first. And Spirit's connecting with me. The things that you feel and that do not appear to make sense are the things to trust most now. You're being guided by a force far greater than your own mind. An ancient divine brilliance is reaching to you, communicating with you, and you may not hear or understand it with clarity as yet, but you can feel it. Trust what you feel. This oracle speaks to you of the opening up of your higher mind, of the part of your intelligence that can dialogue directly with the forces of divine guidance and creation. These forces use symbols, abstract communications through dreams and visions, through impulses that circumvent your conscious mind, and have words streaming out of your mouth or flowing through your mind that you have not created of your own volition. Someone speaks to you and you respond with words that you feel you are hearing for the first time as they pour out of your mouth. Whose words are these, you wonder? It is your ancient self that speaks. Trust the strange and mysterious at this time. It is another way, an ancient way of wisdom, that you are tapping into now. Enjoy this new sacred connection unfolding. This oracle is also confirmation that you have relationships around you now and continuing to come to you that are from times long past, karmic connections that will take you further on your journey of love. I have been here before. Aromas open the doors. I walk through knowing. So stay in your knowing, even when you get tempted to, lack in faith right now. You are not crazy. Remember all of you that you've been through, that all is well, and you are in your knowing. Also want to remind you, every quarter we seem to be getting new uploads and downloads to our abilities. So 12/21 is no exception there. As a matter of fact, we'll probably get one of the biggest downloads we've ever had on the 21st to your abilities. So that may be, some people may be getting their channeling abilities coming through this month, which is pretty exciting, guys. So pay attention and just be open to whatever comes through you. All right, that was 41. I'm going to read the lovers to you too, and that's going to be it for today. All right, the lover says, yes, it's love. It drives you forward and pulls you back to your heart. It makes the mind mad with misunderstanding and breaks it open into enlightened compassion. It is love. Your yearning heart shall have it. Your destiny is to be the lover of the beloved. This oracle brings a message of love, love, and love. It is finding you now. Be open to it in all its forms. Be the god and the goddess of love and paint the town red. Play in passionate embrace with life as your lover and prepare to receive even more than what you believe you are capable of handling. Love is a magic word that holds the universe together. It is both an emotion and something ephemeral that lives like a fire's glow or the pink light on the clouds after the sun has set. It is alive and yet indefinable. It causes the heart to beat more rapidly, feelings to show, and young people to write, sing, and dance, and become totally immersed in its hold. Love can beckon coyly or flaunt itself with wanton abandon. Love can live and grow seemingly forever, or vanish in a fleeting moment when we least suspect. And in the twilight of our years, reflecting on the life we have lived, it is love which colors every turn and twist of our memory. And when we pass from this earthly plane, it will be love that will light our soul on its journey home. And so it is. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. Be good to yourselves, guys. Have an amazing night and rise and be love. Bye.